Teka.
Can't help feeling all excited. There ain't no other thought but you in my head. Sometimes I just wish you.
Is paradise, give up your inner hate. Your block is bait, the feds are in the way, and your estate now you're serving weight as
Woo! Out here in the cold, hustling on these roads, can't trip, can't fall in shot.
Ayan guys, good afternoon sa inyong lahat. Welcome again to COVID Warriors Corner here in Let's Talk with Ela Hidalgo. And so, thank you so much last Friday sa lahat po ng mga naging guest ko. Guest ko dito sa Let's Talk with Ela Hidalgo. Actually, it's been like a week. And then, na-forgot ko na ata sinong guest ko. Ganun eh. Parang minsan yung utak ko parang nawawala. So, pero thank you so much, San. Ayan, si Glenn Bonifacio po ng Formula 1, yung pong banda ng 90s sa Philippines, yung nagpasikat ng ano yung song niya. Basta nakakaiyak yung song nila. So, meron siya ngayon yung sana'y walang luluha pa, parang ganun. Pero yung dating kanta nila noon is yung kunin mo na ang lahat sa akin. O, di ba? Yun yung dating song ng Formula 1. So, thank you, Glenn Bonifacio, for guesting on my show last Friday. Ayan. And of course, kasama po natin si Sydney Shepherd as well last Friday. He's a musician and of course, radio and TV announcer. And sino ba yung naging guest natin last week? Parang na ano yun? Parang ang may nag-amnesia ako. Napunta lang ako sa Devon sa Cornwall ng ilang linggo. So, thank you so much guys for saying yes to my invites. And I would like to say thank you for watching right now. And it's actually 1 p.m. here in London, UK. And of course, ayun, naalala ko na isang guest ko pala, sorry, Albert de Guzman of Texas. Hindi, that was previously. Ayan, anyway, paalala lang po guys, don't forget to, of course, to wear your mask when you're in public, especially sa public transport, and always wash your hands before and after traveling, and anything like before and after handling things. So don't forget to wash your hands. And unfortunately, guys, tumataas na naman po yung cases natin dito sa UK. And of course, starting on Monday, that's September 14, allowed na lang po ang 6 people. More than 6 people are now no longer allowed to meet in public, and of course, I think private as well. And hopefully hindi na mag-lockdown, di ba, dito sa UK. And kating-kating na rin po akong mag-travel outside, especially going home to the Philippines. But always like guys, we're always hopefully everything will be okay soon, and let's just pray, because prayer is the best weapon right now to defeat this virus, this COVID-19 virus. So please do, and I always say guys na let's be all the frontliners right now. Don't just depend on the nurses and doctors and the healthcare workers. Do our part. Be a frontliner. Kaya sabi ko, wear your mask. Always wear your mask, and wash your hands. And we are so fortunate. Ayan, sabi ni Glenn Bonifacio dito, shout out sa lahat dyan. Thank you, Glenn. And we have, of course, congratulations and good morning. I don't know who's the comment is from. And anyway, we're so fortunate, guys, that we celebrated 5th anniversary last week here in COVID Warriors. So we started this group April 2nd, 2020. So yung five months na po natin. Although I created this Facebook group out of depression ba? Kasi I was sick that time. I was ill and no one's looking after me. And of course, lahat po ng mga nakikita ko sa Facebook and online, they're all negative and nakaka-depress. So I decided to create this para po good vibes lang po lahat ang mga ipopost natin dito. So we're not allowing any negative post in here. We're not allowing anything like deaths kasi po nakaka-depress po yung pag nakikita po natin. And of course, no, at paalala lang po guys, wala pong personal YouTube post dito. We're not allowing that. And of course, ano pa yung mga hindi natin inaalaw, mga admin, mga negosyo, yan, yung mga business promotions, we're not allowing that as well. So this is a tribute to the frontliners. So everything is for them. And we're doing it for the love of our frontliners. Thank you so much. And of course, guys, we're so fortunate that we have special guests this afternoon. And first and foremost, I'm very very grateful to this artist, this guy that he said yes. I mean, ayan, nag-message po ako. I was having a second thought, like, am I going to message him or is he going to say yes? Because alam po nating lahat, may pangalan din po siya and he's actually connected or he's a cousin of Ed Sheeran. Di ba parang, wow, ang taas-taas, mag-yes kaya siya dito. Although guys, may mga Pinoy celebrities din na tayo na very, very humble and down to earth na pumayag po sa amin dito sa COVID Warriors like, of course, Aiko Melendez, Gladys Reyes, Glyza De Castro, Chad Borhag, Candy Pangilinan, lahat po sila guys. Hindi po sila humingi ng kahit na anong kapalit. So maraming salamat po. And of course, as I said, guys, we are so fortunate here in COVID Warriors Corner that this artist said yes to my invitation to be interviewed here in this Facebook group, which is a tribute to the frontliners. He is a singer composer and he's a hip hop urban singer or artist. And as what I've said, guys, he's the cousin of the award-winning singer-composer Ed Sheeran. So let's all welcome to the stream. Kumustahin po natin siya. Let's all welcome Mr. Jethro Alone Star Sheeran. Andiyan na kaya siya? Parang wala pa. Ayan. I'm gonna message him. I think he said like he's getting ready. Yes. He's actually here. Hello. How are you, Jethro? How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. I'm just working as usual. I'm in Denmark at the moment, so working on some music. We just had a release today with my cousin Ed Sheeran called Raise 'Em Up, and it's done nearly 300,000 streams in 6 hours. So thanks everyone. It was played on the radio in Philippines last week, and that was the exclusive. So thank you everyone in the Philippines that have been listening to it. Raise 'Em Up is out now.
Yes, we're very supportive with Ed Sheeran, of course, with the Filipino committee. I think he had a concert in the Philippines before, and the Filipinos are very supportive of him. And that's why I thought of you. Like I saw you. Like actually, we were together in Milton Keynes Filipino Festival. Yeah, my band played there, and you played as well with your band.
Very clearly.
Yes, it was like long time ago. I think 2016.
Yeah, Milton Keynes, wasn't it?
Yes, it's a Filipino festival.
Right, I remember the food backstage was amazing. Can you remember the food was just incredible? And I remember the Red Horse beer.
Yeah, is that your favorite beer? Red Horse.
It was amazing. We had to walk up the field to buy it in the bottles in the market, in the Filipino market. But I remember the food was just incredible. The steaks, the meat steaks, and was it called pancit canton, the noodles?
Pancit, yes, pancit canton, yeah. Pancit canton is the thick one, and then the thin one is pancit bihon.
In adobo or something.
Yes. So speaking Speaking of Filipino, like how did you connect yourself with the Filipino community?
Through, I've got a song out now also on my album Sunshine and Rain, and it features a Filipino artist. She's half Irish like me and half Filipino. It's called Party, and it's Ariana Morgan, which you also know. She's got an amazing voice. It's doing really well at the moment, and we've just had some interviews on Filipino radio, and it's been playing there also. So yeah, once again, we're looking at doing a tour in the Philippines, hopefully sometime late next year in the summer, if everything's okay with this COVID
Yeah,
time.
it is. Yeah. So how is it working with Ariana? Ariana performed in one of our events. I invited her to support one of our charity events before, and she said yes. And she's very very down to earth as well. So how is it working with Ariana Morgan?
Very good. She's an amazing singer. She's very humble, just like, you know, we get on so well. She came to the studio in London and we sat down and we spoke about the song, and she just performed it there and then. And it's been history ever since. I think she's such a lovely person and a great artist and singer.
Yeah, and then tell me something about your music. Like what genre are you doing? Do you compose your own song, and how did you start your music career?
Okay, so I started off doing hip hop at a young age, and I had my first EP out on CD, physical CD, in 2004, and I progressed from there to singing. So now I'm singing a lot more, and I have a producer called Herbert Skills from Uganda in Africa, who's just produced my whole new album called Sunshine and Rain. So it's Afrobeat pop, hip hop. So it's a mixture of kind of rhythmic, it's got kind of African pulse to it, but very poppy vibe with lots of beautiful keyboards, and it features Ed Sheeran, Ariana Morgan, also Kayla Kelly. So yeah, it's a great album. It's my best to date. I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, so you're known as a cousin of Ed Sheeran. So did you grow up with him doing music, or are you
Yeah,
close?
yeah, I did. We used to kind of meet up at weddings and birthdays in Ireland, and we have a big Irish family. So anywhere we went, me and Ed were the main musicians in the family at the time, and he was more into his guitar and singing, and I was doing more of the raps and the beats. So we collaborated. And he would be playing the guitar, I'd be doing the drums, and he would sing, I would rap, and then we would just
Yeah, that's good.
the hearings back then. And then he did his thing and went his direction, and you know, he became the world's biggest superstar. And yeah, I was just continuing to do my genre and stay in my lane. So really proud of what he's been doing, and but with kind of different artists, really. You know,
Yes,
he's
yeah.
more of a pop star thing, and you know, I'm more of a yeah, just doing different kind of music at the moment than I've ever done. So it's really interesting to have different genres and collaborate with different people all the time.
Yeah, do you ever hear like people comparing you with Ed Sheeran?
It's difficult because he's so successful and such a big superstar, mega star. Like, it's hard because there's pros and cons. There's good things and there's bad things about being a Sheeran because you have so much to live up to. It's like, you know, he would sell out Wembley Stadium, 90,000 people 4 days in a row. And if you don't sell out your own venue, then you're kind of, people perceive you, or some people see you as a bit of a, you know, you're beneath him or a failure. But we're the same people and we're the same artists. It's just he's had more commercial success. But I'm very proud of what he does, and I'm very happy in the lane I'm in because he's super busy as well. So, you know, I love my life and I love being independent artist and doing what I do. So, yeah.
Yeah. So there's no like cousin rivalry between the two of you.
Not at all. We're different ages, we're different genres in music. So it's absolutely no rivalry at all.
Yeah. So how are you during this pandemic? Did what was your insight when you heard like that like had this pandemic, we had this virus that we need to be locked down, that we were locked down for 3 months.
Yeah, it was, to me, it was actually quite easy because I was in Denmark and we locked down very early. So, and I live in the countryside here. I have my home studio. So I just basically, my mum is in Bristol in England, and she's worked as a nurse on the NHS for 52 years. And some of her best friends are Filipino that she works with in the hospital in Bristol. She's had friends that have got sick from the virus and frontline workers. So this song that we're doing, Raise Them Up, is actually dedicated to the NHS workers, and we're donating 10% to them. the frontline workers. So this is something that's very close to our hearts. The frontline workers have been incredible, and it's just I haven't actually felt the full impact of how it's been going on in England, because in Denmark there hasn't been many cases. There has been, but nowhere near as many as England. So and we're very much segregated anyway. So I'm kind of self-isolating anyway by being here, because we're in the country and we're in a village in Denmark in the countryside. So it's quite easy to just self-isolate really. So what I did is watch a lot of Netflix, kept up with my exercise. I bought a bench to exercise with, and just went on long dog walks, wrote lots of music, and just relaxed and just kind of got creative.
So what is the how does your family or your immediate family cope up during this pandemic?
My family, everyone
Yes.
is just the same kind of thing. I know, England, it was kind of a lot more severe. The cases were the percentage was much higher. So I think it was much more restricted. Everyone had masks there. When I visited, it was like, wow, because I hadn't witnessed that, because we went to the gyms back in 3 months ago. The gyms were open here, and the pubs, the restaurants. So it was very different. So there was no masks at all. So because there's very little cases. So it was kind of a different experience to what I think my mum or my dad or my brother or my family basically had in England. So of course, Ed spent his time having a child. He's just had a baby girl called Lyra. So congratulations to him. So it's the perfect time.
Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, Ed Sheeran had his baby daughter, his first child. So I think he's been doing a lot of the same, writing his new album and just relaxing and chilling out.
Yeah, then what can you say about the UK government that I heard like some said like UK government acted so slow because they did the lockdown too late. So what can you say about that?
Yeah, I think they did. I mean, also the Prime Minister caught the coronavirus apparently. I saw, and went missing. So it's kind of in turmoil. But I think they did lock down late, not as late as America, I believe. But I think they should have locked down much quicker, just like us here in Denmark. I think we did exactly the right thing, and we have evidence to prove that we have much less cases because of it, because of the lockdown very early. Everyone here kind of submitted to the rules, and I believe Ireland also did the same time as us. So we're the first two in Europe, but next door to us is Sweden, and they didn't lock down at all, and they have a huge number of cases. So I think the government should have definitely locked down people in England much quicker. I don't know why they didn't, but they should have.
No. Yeah, with this what happened to us right now. So what are the lessons in life that you've learned out of this pandemic?
Just to be more kind of organic, and I was just got into things like gardening. I was doing a lot of really kind of de-stressing really. I was growing my own vegetables, growing my own fruits. We were just baking and doing a lot of really cool organic stuff. I wasn't traveling as much, I wasn't going out the house as much, just exercising and just learning to be kind of, what I did learn is you don't really need to travel to do a lot of the work that I do, because with the internet and social media, you can go a long way with music particularly. So I'd be making songs and sending ideas to Uganda, who was also locked down. So all my engineers and producers and singers, that everyone had so much time. They're like, send me music, because we could all work on stuff, because no one's doing any gigs. Live shows weren't happening, no rehearsal.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So everyone was very available. So that's one thing that I realized. And I just thought, we can actually, do things much easier. We don't have to be in the same studio. We don't have to be in the same room together. So that's one thing I learned from it. And all you need really is a laptop and internet, and you can do a lot of things. That's one thing I really learned. So, yeah.
So do you think that's the positive side of having this pandemic? Like, we're all doing virtual. I mean, do you think that is a positive side as a result of this?
Yeah, I think a lot of people, the positive side is that a lot of people spent a lot more time with their family because they weren't working. You have two parents that are at work. and the teenagers at school, but they're all at home together. So spending a lot of time together, doing things they probably wouldn't normally do, like doing, walks and watching movies together and cooking together and just spending time together. So I think that's really important. And I think a lot of people realized how important that is and how much you miss by, going to work, and you miss, life goes by very quickly, I think. And I think you realize a lot because you're forced to stay at home. And I think it's a positive thing in that sense. There's always a positive to a negative.
That's true, yeah. And then if you have the chance to speak with the UK government, to the leaders of the UK government, what would you advise, or what platform are you going to suggest for them to help the musicians like you, that who's, I think the music industry and the entertainment industry is the hardest one that's been hit by the pandemic. So it was
Yeah,
hit the hardest, yeah. So
yeah.
like if you have the chance to meet the leaders, what would you tell them or suggest them for them to do for the musicians?
I think they should give more support. I know PRS Foundation, which is the Performance Rights Society, they had a huge donation and they spread across the board to musicians that were struggling, because some people are guitarists in a band and if they don't perform, they don't get paid. So it's very difficult for them to earn money. So I think, the government really needs to take this in perspective and, try and help fund them properly. Also, open up some gigs in sense of, like, here they have tours now in open air cinemas. So the cinemas that are outside, they'll perform where the cinema is, and you can go in your car and you tune in via the radio to the concert, and they'll sell tickets. So it's live, but you watch in your car, and then people will come with masks and serve you drinks and food. So I think that'd be a great thing to do in the UK, or the UK version. We don't have a lot of outdoor cinemas in the UK, but maybe you could set one up in a field, in a car park or something, especially, do collaboration tours with lots of different artists together that can earn some money and, keep working and have their jobs solidified in a sense. And, I'm sure a lot of them are just making music right now and having a great time being creative but not earning much money. So I do think they should be funded for that in some way. I'm not sure how the government could do that, but I think either, fund them or help them earn some way. So
Yeah, I mean it's the same case with the Philippines as well. Like there are a lot, I know a lot of musicians who's struggling right now because there's not a lot, there's no events anymore. So like I heard one group, they raised funds for the musicians, the space musician in the Philippines, to help them out. Hmm.
yeah, it's a hard one, isn't it? Because it's not just the main pop stars, it's the band behind them, the engineers, the producers. If people aren't working in your band, the head guy, whatever, that means the band's not touring, and then they're the ones that are going to suffer potentially. So it's a difficult one, but hopefully we get out of this pandemic soon and we can get live music.
Yeah,
I miss
fingers crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed, definitely. But I do miss live music, and I miss. There's something really special about seeing a live performance, however big it's in one, 15 people in a bar or, a huge stadium. There's something special about it. The interaction and the intimacy, is it? And
Yes,
just
yeah.
yeah.
Yes, so there's a shout out in here, like he said, hello Jethro. But I think I checked my Facebook. It says from Christopher Callis. He's just saying
Oh,
hello, hello. Yeah.
say hi. What's up, Chris? Hey.
So yeah, you said a while ago regarding your about your song "Raise Up" with Ed Sheeran. Are you able to let us hear your song, like even just a snippet of it?
Yeah, I can give you a little snippet. This is Raise 'Em Up featuring Ed Sheeran, myself, a Lone Star. It's out now on Spotify and YouTube, and also on iTunes. So one of the verses goes, this is for the bottom and the have-nots, the quarterback cap and the mascots, the everyday heroes that came up from zero, put the pennies in the stash box. Rip! This is for the moms and dads who let the seeds climb before they're gonna catch you. Forget about the goons coming at you, trying to act foolish, knowing they can't match you. If you're feeling a little down, it's time to gather round. We're killing it with the sound now. God willing, we turn them out, spilling a ton of dope, spilling them by the spound. Raise them up. That's where Ed
Yes.
comes in. I can't sing like
Thank you.
you have to listen to Ed's part on that chorus.
I'm gonna play the song after the whole interview.
Thank you.
Yes. And then what do you have any message for the frontliners who's risking their lives to save?
Yes, we do. We're donating 10% so we can put on a big party for you guys. That's what we're hoping to do when everything is calmed down. The pandemic's kind of over. But thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts, from everyone in the UK. I think you've done an amazing job, worked so hard, very, very brave and honourable. And thank you for helping our people. And what an amazing job. Like yourself, Ella, you're a nurse.
Yeah.
So thank you also to everyone at the NHS. You know, my mum and dad work for the NHS all their lives. So, you know, it's helped support me and raise me. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And lastly, Jethro, you said like your mom is a nurse and then she worked with Filipino nurses. So what can you say about the Filipino nurses working here in UK?
Can you wait 1 second? Yeah, wait a second. Mom?
Okay. Oh, she's there.
Mom? She's actually arrived today. She's a bit tired from England. So come say hi.
Hi.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, how are you?
See yourself in the...
I'm good. How are you, ma'am? So you work as a nurse like me.
15 years.
Wow.
15 years in the NHS.
So what can you say about the Filipino nurses that you work with? How are they?
But yeah, I mean, I've retired from the NHS now, but I'm still in contact with them, and they were some of my best friends when I was training and working on the wards. Especially, I worked in neurosurgery for 30 years, and we had quite a few Filipinos on our team, and they were so kind. Used to invite me for dinner, and very caring, very loving, very sweet people. Yeah, they were my favourite.
You've tasted the Filipino foods already. You've tasted adobo, pancit.
The festival that you were talking about earlier.
Yes,
You've actually met each other at the festival, I believe.
Wow. Oh, right.
And Skylar.
And Skylar as well, with daughter, with Ariana. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for your time. And of course, Jethro, do you have any social media for your fans to follow you? Any social media that they can follow you?
Yeah, we have a big network. It's called alonestars.com. So if you go to alonestars.com.
Oh. Nawala. I don't know what happened, or is it our internet connection here, or it's Jethro? I'm just gonna message him, guys. Anyway, guys, ayan, nawala po si Jethro. Hindi ko alam kung yung internet connection ko ba. Hindi. Okay lang daw yung internet connection namin dito. Pero si Jethro nawala. So I think there's a problem with his connection right now. But anyway, guys, ayan. Yeah, I would like to say thank you to Jethro Sheeran, and of course follow him, guys. Kaya sabi niya po, follow him in sa alonestar.com, yung nakalagay na tato sa kamay niya. Ayan, so thank you so much. We're so grateful, Jethro, that you shared your time for us here in COVID Warriors Corner. He's messaging me back, so just gonna. So don't forget to, of course, ayan, babalik daw po siya. Ayan. So don't forget, of course, guys, to support their song with Ed Sheeran, yung Raise Up. It's the, as he said, he's donating 10% sa kita nila to the frontliners. Hello. You disappeared.
It crashed. My computer crashed.
Yeah, that's right.
It's alonestars.com, but you can add me on Instagram, which is instagram.com alonestar or twitter.com/alonestar1.
Yeah, thank you again. Do you have any advices to our the people here in UK, especially that we're going to, I don't know if we're going to have the lockdown again, but they're limiting the people, like 6 people, 6 above is no longer allowed to meet in public or in private events. So do you have any advice to them?
I think just follow the rules, like, you know, keep it what the government advises, keep your masks on, keep your social distancing, and stay safe. You know, it's it's a serious time right now again, because we're kind of going into another lockdown. Even in Denmark, we are having new rises in the coronavirus. So you know, it's another what's the word? You know, happening all over again, potentially. So just let's try and keep it to a minimum and keep everyone safe, and wear your mask on transport, obviously with your friends, keep it to a minimum, and social distancing, I think, as the government requires.
Yes, yeah, indeed. Thank you again, once again, Jethro, and stay safe there in Denmark, and hope to see you when you come back in one of the events here in
Absolutely.
UK, Filipino events. Yeah, thank you for
Okay.
supporting us. Thank you so much for supporting our group, and God bless. Stay safe. Bye.
All right, take care. Bye. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Ayan po guys, ayan. Parang minsan po mahirap pong magsalita ng English ng diretso, joke lang. But ayan, thank you again, once again, Jethro Sheeran, for sharing your time to us, and of course for letting us hear your new song with, of course, Ed Sheeran, yung Raise Up. So as I said, guys, please do support their song, because 10% of their income will go towards the frontliners. And of course, meron din po kaming fundraising dito sa COVID Warriors Corner, guys. Meron kaming continuous pa rin po yung GoFundMe namin. We're raising funds for the Filipino frontliners in the Philippines, of course, because we all know that tumaas na po yung mga cases din sa Philippines. So we're trying to help them out through the collaboration of the TV film actress Lovely Rivero. Ayan po yung link po namin, and of course, that's the PayPal stardomarts15gmail.com. Ayan. Napag-usapan po natin about music, papunta naman po tayo sa education. Ayan. Ano po bang nangyayari sa Philippines regarding the education? Because I don't know. I mean, for me, guys, all I know, lahat po ng mga estudyante sa Pilipinas naka-online. Pero tapos napaisip ako, paano a-afford ng mga lahat ng estudyante doon, lalo na yung mga, of course, yung mga less fortunate students, how they can afford an online learning. Also, I've asked, I invited one of my teachers in college. Zoology teacher ko po siya dati. Naalala ko nga po nung zoology class po namin, so kailangan pong pumatay ng pusa, di ba? So, parang parang nagigilty akong gawin noon. Saka yun. So, yung mga experiences ko sa class ng zoology. So, she's actually my teacher in college, in Lorma College, way back. Hindi ko na pa sasabihin yung year, para hindi niyo malaman yung totoong edad ko. Joke. And of course, she's from San Fernando, La Union. Let's all welcome, guys, to my stream, Ma'am Meriam Laudencia. Hello po. Good evening
Hello,
po.
good evening, Philippines. Good morning, UK.
Salamat po sa pagpayag niyo po na ma-interview kayo. It was actually,
Yes, sure, Ella.
iniisip ko po kasi I was like thinking kung sino i-invite ko, one of the teachers in the Philippines, and then bigla po kayong nag-comment, para pong good timing po na nag-comment sa story ko, and then you said yes. So thank you so much. So ano po yung what year are you teaching po? Elementary or high school or still in college?
I'm no longer with college. I'm teaching high school, junior high school, particularly grade 8, science.
Science. So ano po yung difference?
Yes.
Bakit po kayo nagbago from college to junior high student?
When I was in Lorma, you know, Lorma is a private school. So I thought of moving to the public schools kasi it's a fact that there are more benefits in the public, in the government. So that's the reason why.
Mas malaki po bang sweldo ng public kaysa sa private?
Medyo, yes.
I see. But
Yes.
pero po yung sa Lorma College po ba, yung po yung una nyong job as a teacher?
Yes, right after graduation, I was taken by Lorma Colleges I was with them for 11 years.
Tagal
So that
din.
was 1987 to 1998.
So,
Yes.
1987 to 98. I see. So, akala ko po parang bago po
Yeah.
kayo noon when we had so matagal na pala kayo talaga na when I met you na teacher. I mean, when you became our teacher, zoology teacher.
Yeah.
So matagal na pala kayo that
Mm,
time. I see. Ayun nga,
matagal
yep.
na, yes.
Actually, hindi ko po makakalimutan yung zoology class natin. Kasi kakaibang experience po yung
Oh,
nangyari doon. Ayun.
yes,
So,
yes.
so what can you think po about napag-usapan po natin before the interview during our chat na kasi po akala po namin dito sa UK, lahat po ng students sa Philippines are doing an online learning, pero sabi niyo hindi lahat.
Yes,
So,
hindi pa lahat. Kasi actually, only the private schools had started with the online learning. Unfortunately, for the public schools, we have not started yet. It will be starting on October 5
so October
because
5,
yeah,
so
pa
October 5 po
mag-start.
online nila. Akala ko po physically
Uh,
going to school.
No, not yet. Actually, yung mga private schools dito, they are having their online learning, but of course, that is not face-to-face. They're having it at home. No face-to-face
Yeah.
learning yet.
Yeah, so ganun din po mangyayari sa mga public schools. Is it like face-to-face
Uh,
online or physically na pupunta sila sa school?
okay, sa October 5, hindi
Hmm.
pa rin physical ang learn nila. I mean, they will still be staying at home, but it's not online. It will be modular. We call it modular. Why modular? We will be basing the learning from the modules which we will be distributing to the different barangays.
I see.
Yes.
Kasi nga po lahat po ng mga estudyante cannot afford the online. Lalo na po yung pagbayad ng internet and of course they need laptop and iPads to the online, di
Yes.
ba po?
Yes. Let
But
me speak for my school where I am
opo.
teaching right now, which is La Union National High School. We have a population of at least 5,000 and only, unfortunately, 80% belong to the poorest among the poor. So just imagine, we can say that only 10% have an internet connectivity, gadgets, and everything. So we cannot, kahit gusto namin, we cannot have an online learning yet.
Mhm.
Which,
So ano po yung mga so are they doing things para magkaroon ng later on na magkaroon sila ng online learning yung mga bata?
yeah, yes, definitely. Actually, we had a pilot teach already. Just to cite an example, we had tried it sometime in August. In a class, there were only 3 students who could attend. That means the other students cannot have, or they don't have the connectivity, they don't even have the gadgets, they don't even have the cell phones. So it's really impossible for an online learning to be held in the public schools. And it's
So are
a sad thing. It's a fact that even the government knows that.
Pero hindi po magdo-donate yung government ng mga laptop sa mga bata.
Our government is also running out of money because of this pandemic. I heard from the news that in Metro Manila they are starting to distribute laptops. I don't know if the laptops are distributed to students. Ang alam ko lang, the laptops are given to some. Just
Pero
imagine in a classroom if all the students will be provided with the laptop.
yeah, but still the problem is the internet connection when they go home to their own houses.
Yes.
Kahit na po may laptop,
Yes.
connection din because it's so expensive din po magkaroon
Of
ng internet
course.
dyan sa Philippines. So,
Yes. That's why I said, sa students namin, 10% lang talaga ang may wifi or internet connectivity. So kahit gusto nilang magkaroon ng online learning, they could not. Even teachers do not have internet connectivity. That's why when we are having virtual meetings, some are going to, I heard, some teachers are going to a particular house where they could share with the internet.
nakikigamit lang po sila ng
Nakikigamit
internet.
sila ng internet. Yes.
So ano po masasabi niyo ito nga po yung new normal ng teaching? What can you say about it? Like, mahirap po ba talaga na, I mean, in your situation, is it difficult to do the virtual meetings or yung sinasabi niyo nga pong modular learning ng mga bata?
Rest to be seen kasi we will be having it by October 5. But for now, we are prepared. I think we are prepared with the modules. They are ready for distribution. Hopefully, everything will be normal.
Hopefully, we're praying for that.
Yes, yes.
Ayan po.
And
Meron
by the
po
way,
opo.
we will be having the face-to-face learning by January if the vaccine will already be available. If
Yeah.
it will be available by January. Hopefully.
And if it's effective po, sana nga maging effective yung vaccine na
Yes, sana.
ilalabas nila. At saka walang mga side effects.
Sana nga. Sana. We're praying for that.
Sa ano po yung mga since nasa modified quarantine po ba kayo ngayon, di po ba, sa San Fernando?
Yes, modified quarantine.
So during the quarantine, ano po yung pinagkaabalahan ninyo just to save your sanity, of course? Di ba parang nakakatakot po tong na experience po natin. So ano did you learn any other skills po or
Okay, let me speak for myself. At my age, I did not have computer lessons in college. So, ang hirap talagang makipagsabayan sa mga magagaling na or the computer literates. For me, I'm learning especially how to have this online teaching, to join the Google Meet, the virtual meetings and everything. I'm still learning and I'm glad I'm learning.
Yeah, so parang may mga na-discover din po ba kayong other skills na kaya nyo palang gawin?
Oo naman, oo. Kasi from time to time, our Department of Education provides us with webinars where we are being taught with different techniques and we're having Google Classrooms and so on. Yes, I'm glad I'm learning from those webinars. Although yung iba talagang ang hirap maintindihan or sabayan.
So ano pong masasabi niyo sa mga, I mean, do you think po that the Philippine government naging effective po yung ano yung pamamalakad nila during this pandemic just to prevent the increase of rates po ng COVID diyan sa Philippines?
Oo naman. Actually, I just saw the news a while ago. Sa Metro Manila, parang nagpa-flatten naman yata yung curve. Parang
Opo.
hindi naman yata tumataas yung ano. So, that's a good news. Sa San Fernando, La Union, dito sa amin, okay naman. Contained, how do you call it? Contained ba?
Opo,
Okay naman
na-contain
ang
po,
ano.
opo.
Yes, contained naman. And then everybody's aware of the health protocols. You will see everybody wearing mask and the face shield. Kahit na mahal, we're trying to to abide by the city's guidelines.
Yeah. Ano po yung mga nami-miss niyo po na ginagawa nung wala pang pandemic?
Ano ang come again?
Ano po yung nami-miss niyong gawin nung hindi pa
Of
yung mga ginagawa
course.
niyo nung wala pang pandemic?
As a teacher, I miss my students so much. You know, being in a classroom, being with the students, kukulit sila,
Opo.
then bonding with them, yun ang nakakamiss. Actually, everybody's saying na sana, ano na lang wag nang online teaching, wag nang modular, sana face-to-face classroom na lang. Everybody misses that, that one.
Po. And last question po, why did you decide to become a teacher? Ayan, di ba?
Why did
Opo.
I don't know kasi I never when I was young, it was not my dream to become a teacher. But then siguro I was inspired. Actually, I was inspired by my teachers in college. So, yun, kaya sabi ko, sana I will be sharing my expertise. I'll be sharing with them what I know. And I'm glad you were one of my students.
Yeah, thank you po. Thank you sa lahat ng mga learnings namin during our zoology.
Yes.
I had a different experience po yung nung we had this zoology class before.
By the way, to add, Ella, you know, in our school does not even have an internet connectivity. So imagine, we rather stay at home. We rather share with internets of our neighbor. We call it salamat sa kapitbahay, free ang wifi. You know, kasi sa school, kami magkaroon ng online teaching, mahirap walang connection dun So, a big school like us, walang internet. Kaya yun
So,
yun din ang challenge.
Opo. Do you have any
So,
like
how much more with us?
Yeah.
How much more with our students, di ba?
That's true po. Opo. And do you have any initiative po like in your school like initiative to raise funds kahit na magkaroon lang po ng internet connection?
Oo naman. Actually, we're ongoing yung Brigada Eskwela namin where we ask for some good Samaritans to donate either material or financial. We're thinking of our students. Kasi many have no cell phones yet. Not even cell phones. So how could they have an online learning?
That's true po. Maybe siguro gusto nating tawagan yung mga previous na students ng La Union National High School, yung mga may kaya dyan, diba? Yung mga may mga blessings for na if they could help out the school then right now.
Yes. Oh, so please, yes. Sa lang graduates, alumni ng La Union National High School, please have a good heart.
Yeah. I'll actually speak with Rowan Rimas, maybe he could organize something sa batch. So,
Okay.
yeah. Ayun po, thank you so much, ma'am, for your time. And do you have
Yes.
any
Yes.
message po sa mga co-teachers ninyo and of course sa mga students ninyo?
Okay. Sa mga co-teachers ko, kapit lang, for our students. This is all for the students. And then students na ang mga for the students naman, just wait for the normal, to go back to the normal situation. Kasi some are texting us, giving us messages, sending us messages, ma'am, sana classroom na. Okay, so just wait. Let's pray for that.
Yes po, hopefully. Ayan po. Thank you
Yes,
so much for
hopefully.
your time, ma'am. And yeah, stay safe po dyan sa La Union. And hopefully, I'll see you next year. Pag okay na pong lahat,
Okay,
I can
hopefully.
travel back to the Philippines.
Yes.
Opo.
Yes,
Okay
same.
po,
Oo.
God
Sige,
bless
see you,
po.
Ella.
God bless po, and thank you so
Okay.
much.
Okay.
Bye
Thank
po.
you, Ella, for the opportunity.
Welcome po. God bless po. Bye po. Ayan po si Ma'am Meriam Laudencia. So thank you ma'am for sharing your insights kung ano yung mga nangyayari dyan sa Philippines, particularly sa La Union. Yan. She's actually a teacher sa La Union National High School. So nananawagan ako sa lahat ng mga graduates, mga alumni ng La Union National High School dyan sa San Fernando, La Union. Yeah, just help if we can help them na magkaroon na kahit lang yung internet connection. So, I'll try to speak with Rowan Rimas kung anong gagawin. So, thank you so much, Ma'am Meriam Laudencia. And of course, hindi pa po ata gising yung isang guest ko. Actually, he's from US. It's actually 6 a.m. in the US right now. So, I don't know if he's able to get he'll be able to get up like at this time around. I'm just waiting for him, but then I still have another guest po, taga rito po sa UK. He's actually a head pastry chef, pero may message ko po siya kung ready na po kasi kanina nang nagsa-sound check po kami hindi siya makakonect. So I can see him in the backstage, but I don't know if he's able to get in kasi hindi po siya sumasagot ngayon. So while waiting for him, of course, our next guest is a Bachelor of Hotel and Restaurant Management graduate at the University of Perpetual Health in Las Piñas. He's a chocolate, and also he took a course in Switzerland, the chocolate art and sugar art course. He's also had a parang ang hirap i-pronounce to, no? Cacao ba? Ano bang pronunciation sa English? Kekewa. Anyway, ayun, Barry Chocolate course in Banbury, Oxfordshire, and now a freelance pastry chef sa Tottenham Football Stadium Compass Group. And of course, he's also a match day chef in Emirates Stadium, Arsenal Football Club, and London Stadium, West Ham Football Club, and Wembley Stadium. Cocoa. Di ba yun ang pronunciation? Cocoa. Cocoa sa Pilipinas. Kakao sa Pilipinas. Kakao, cocoa. Di ba? Ano ba yan? Anyway, guys. Ayan po. Let's all welcome the stream. Sana po okay po yung stream niya. Let's all welcome Mr. FELIX Bayker Jr. Hello!
Hello!
Yung camera niyo na naman po ang ayaw. Yung
Ayaw
kanina yung mic. Ayan. I hope it will connect your camera. I can't see you. Wala po kayong camera. Kanina po ang wala. Ngayon naman po camera.
Ayan, wala pa rin siya.
Wala po.
Kanina, okay na eh. Wala na.
Apo, try nyo po yung stop cam and start cam ulit. Baba po. Ayan, technical po tayo kasi dito po ang isa sa mga disadvantage ng virtual.
Ayan, wala pa din siya.
Wala pa rin. Bakit kaya?
Kanina okay na siya, nawala siya, hindi ko alam
Oo
kung
nga po. You had the camera a while ago, tapos walang tapos ngayon lang po may sound pero walang cam.
sandali,
Ayan, try po niya mag-reconnect. So while reconnecting, anong gagawin ko, guys? Ayan, while waiting for Mr. Felix Bayker, I will play the song from Ed Sheeran and of course Jethro Sheeran. Hanapin ko lang po yung link. Ayan, na pinadala sa akin ni Jethro. So, ayan po. And guys, don't forget tomorrow, yung mga normal shows po natin every Saturday. We have Sergio Cordiva at 12 o'clock with his guests. And of course, we have Beth Tamay, the Philippine actress from the Philippines. Guest po ni Catherine Alberto tomorrow po. Ayan, while waiting for Mr. Felix Bayker, I'm gonna play the song from Mr. Ed Sheeran and Jethro Sheeran. This is actually for the frontliners. So, share ko lang po yung screen. And apparently, according to them, 10% of the income from this song will be donated to the frontliners. So, let's hear this song, Raise 'Em Up, from Mr. Ed Sheeran and Jethro Sheeran. Ay, kailangan ko pa palang mag-log in. Kaya complicated po lahat ng buhay natin ngayon. Asan ba yung... Maglalagin pa pala ako. Ay, mahaba pong proseso itong binigay sa akin. Ayan, sana nga. Ay, ayan. Pasensya na po guys, we're live at the moment. I'm also waiting for my guest from the US. So, ayan guys. Hopefully ito okay na. Stay tuned guys. I'm gonna share the song from Mr. Ed Sheeran and Jethro Sheeran.
Ooh, ayo. Everybody hands up, ayo. Yes. Ooh, ayo. Everybody hands up.
Come on. Raise 'em up. Hands in the sky, let the music vibe now. Throw it up higher, raise it up. Throw it all around, move the rhythm up and down. Scream it out louder, raise 'em up. Hands in the sky, let the music vibe now. Throw it up higher, raise it up. Throw it all around, move the body up and down. Scream it out louder.
This is for the bottom and the have-nots. The quarterback cap and the mascots. Yes, the everyday heroes who came up and zero putting pennies in his stash box. This is for the mix and the mashups. The ones left behind trying to catch up. Guys in the truck picking trash up. Night shift nurses put their little cash up. If you're feeling a little down, it's time to gather round. We're killing it with the sound now. God willing, we turn it out. We're spinning a ton of dope and spinning about a pound. If you're feeling a little down, it's time to gather round. We're killing it with the sound now. God willing, we turn it out. We're spinning a ton of dope and spinning about a pound.
Throw it all around, move the rhythm up and down. Scream it out louder, raise 'em up. Hands in the sky, the music vibe now. Throw it up higher, raise it up. Throw it all around, move the body up and down. Scream it out louder, louder. Louder, louder. Raise 'em up. Hands in the sky, the music vibe now. Throw it up higher, raise it up. Throw it all around, move the rhythm up and down. Scream it out louder, raise 'em up. Hands in the sky, the music vibe now. Throw it up higher, raise it up. Throw it all around, move the body up and down. Scream it out louder.
Ooh, ayo. Everybody hands up, ayo. Ooh, ayo. Everybody hands up, ayo. Ooh, ayo. Everybody hands up, ayo. Ooh, ayo. Everybody hands up.
This is for the blue colors and the firemen. Go hard, you spit and firing. Any booth they bust and God we trust. Watch the proof, this us hustling. This is for the moms and dads who let the seas calm before they go and catch you. Forget about the goons coming at you, trying to act foolish, knowing they can't match you. If you're feeling a little down, it's time to gather round. We're killing it with the sound now. God willing, we turn it out. We're spinning a ton of dope and spinning about a pound.
Ooh, ayo. Everybody hands up, ayo. Ooh, ayo. Everybody hands up, ayo. Everybody hands up, hey. Ooh, hey. Everybody hands up, hands up.
Raise them up, hands in the sky, let the music vibe now, throw it up higher, raise it up, throw it all around with the rhythm up and down, scream it out louder, raise them up, hands in the sky, let the music vibe now, throw it up higher, raise it up, throw it all around with the body up and down, scream it out louder, louder.
Ayan po guys, yan po yung kanta po ni Ed Sheeran and of course with Jethro Sheeran, Raise Them Up, dedicated to the frontliners, and they're actually donating 10% of their income sa mga frontliners. Ayan, so pumapasok po si Mr. Felix Bayker. Well, hello po.
Yes.
Hello, wala pa rin kayong camera,
Wala
sayang.
pa rin.
Ayan, so
Don't know
kasi
what happened.
yeah, para po sana kasi I saw a cake beside you with the at na may pakita natin, di ba?
Sayang.
Anyway po,
Anyway.
maybe tatawagan ko po kayo sa video later on sa video cam. Ay, nawala. Nasaan si Kuya? Hello. Nawala.
I'm here.
Hello? Ayan. So I will call you na lang po sa video cam ko dito para makipapakita yung cake ninyo. So,
Okay.
sige. Dalawa po ba yung computer niyo dyan or dalawang mobile phone?
Wala akong computer. Yung iPhone ko lang ginagamit ko eh. Isa lang.
Ay, ginagamit niyo rin sa okay. Maybe paano ba to? Mag-interview muna tayo konti and then I'll call you on your video para mapakita niyo yung cake ninyo kasi may cake kayo dyan sa tabi ninyo eh.
Okay.
Po. So, ayun po. So, kailan po kayo nag-start mag-bake?
I started siguro mga 97 pag graduate ko ng college.
Sa Pilipinas na po yan. So, do you have any like baking business sa Philippines din?
No, after ng graduation ng college, so kasi working student ako noon so one of my boss doon sa kitchen, he took me in doon sa pastry kitchen as a apprentice. Straight away, napunta ako sa pastry.
I see. So, bali, is that the way din na nakarating kayo dito sa UK? Or did you go sa ibang abroad pa bago kayo nag-UK?
No, yung first abroad ko dito, may mga noong 99 and 2000, nag-open yung market ng labor sa UK. So, yung mga nurses. Tapos sumunod doon yung work permits ng mga chef. So, luckily, napasama ako dun sa qualified na magpunta rito. So, nabigyan ako ng working permits and visa. So, straight away from Philippines, sa Oxfordshire ako nung na-assign. So, dun sa Oxford mismo.
And did you have
2002.
2002? And did you have any like and then from then on you work with sa mga kasi may mga na-mention kayo mostly po parang mga football club
Yes,
or stadiums?
Yung lately ngayon nasa mga stadium ako pero yung my first 20 years sa Hyatt ako nag-start. Tapos pagdating ko dito is hotel. Then after ng hotel na yan, 1 year, nag-transfer ako sa Hilton Paddington for 5 years. 5 years ako sa Paddington. Then after Paddington, naka ako ng slot sa Harrods. So doon ako sa Harrods ng 2 years. Then after ng Harrods, sa Park Plaza, Westminster Bridge, nung bago siyang open. So one of my friend na sous chef, kinuha niya ako. Dinala niya ako sa Park Plaza. Then after Park Plaza, one of the boss doon ng Park Plaza nag-transfer naman sa Chelsea Harbour Hotel. So kinuha niya ako sa Chelsea Harbour para maging head ng pastry sa Chelsea Harbour Hotel.
Nagkaroon po kayo ng business dito sa UK as may bakery shop po ba kayo sa UK? Filipino bakery shop or
No, wala akong bakery shop. So mostly ng mga order sa akin is through friends and yung relatives, family. So doon nakita lang yung mga gawa ko and natikman nila. So through them, naging buy word na yung ginagawa ko mga cake. So doon nag-start yung mga ordering.
So bali lang po yung bake ninyo, or do you bake like mga ibang Filipino bread, mga ganon, mga pandesal o mga Spanish bread?
Bread-wise, hindi ko pwedeng magawa kasi limitado yung space ko eh. Pero sa trabaho, nakakagawa ko. Pero sa bahay, siyempre yung oven sa bahay, maliit lang eh. So, saka yung space, limitado.
So mostly talaga cake lang.
Cake. Pero pang bahay na pandesal, pang bahay na mga pandikoko, nagagawa ko yun. Pang bahay lang. At pambenta, mahirap kasi pag magbebenta ka ng isang goods, kung makagawa ka ng mga hundreds in 1 hour, huwag ka na magbenta kasi hindi yung work para at least dapat thousands in 1 hour. So para mas yung ganansya mo ng pagod mo mas maganda.
So ano po yung mabiling cake flavor sa inyo? Gumagawa po kayo ng mga ube flavor. Di ba mga Filipinos mahilig sa ube flavors, mga ganun?
Minsan, monthly. Katulad ngayon, nung ngayong week na to, ang mabili ngayon is yung mango cake at saka yung glazed chocolate cake. So, ngayon nga, ngayong umaga, naka-4 na ako na order ng cake na yun. And bukas may dalawa pa uling order. Pero last 3 weeks ago, yung ube cake ang mabili noon. Siguro in 1 week, ako, 6 na ube cake.
So, paano po naapektuhan yung business sa work chef, as a pastry chef, during this pandemic? Ano pack niya?
Apektado kasi 'di ba since walang ano, 'di ba, close yung mga big events. So pag close ang big events, wala kaming work. So nasa bahay lang kami. But since meron na kantong yung private ordering, at least nakakatulong kahit paano.
So kahit na po nung lockdown, orders din po sa inyo?
Kahit nung lockdown, marami ding order. Ang problema ng lockdown, wala namang mga supplies, 'di ba? Wala tayong flour saka yung yeast, diba, naubos ng mga time na 'yon. So, yun din ang problema. Kahit na pwede kong gumawa, maraming order, wala ka namang supplies. Yun ang problema.
So, isa yun sa mga struggles ng pandemic, yung lockdown. So, ano pa yung mga ibang struggles ninyo na na-encounter or are you facing at the moment?
Sa ngayon, basically, siyempre, di ba, yung financially mahirap kasi ang daming nawala eh. Ang daming nawala sa atin eh. Hindi naman ganun ka ano yung binibigay ng gobyernong helps para sa atin kasi considering marami tayong bills na binabayaran. So, hindi ganun ka-sustainable yung help. At least, nakakatulong ng konti, pero hindi naman ganun ka. And, di ba, last a month ago, tinigil na yung furlough. So, again, big problem yun para sa mga pagkatrabaho, lalo na sa hospitality industry. Lahat ng hindi lang football hotel, restaurants, lahat affected.
Saka po, ayun, so, lalo na po this coming Monday, di ba, parang limited pa rin po yung gatherings, parang 6 people lang.
Actually, dapat meron na kaming duty today and tomorrow, sa Sunday, may game Sunday sa Tottenham. But last Thursday, nag-declare yung government ng more than 6 gatherings. Bawal. So hindi na natuloy yung tuloy yung game, but yung fans hindi pwedeng pumasok sa loob ng stadium. So again, closed door yung game. So malaking kawalan ulit sa So hopefully may next game kami sa next week. Hopefully mag-open na ulit, but I doubt baka ganun pa rin kasi more than 6 personal gatherings is bawal eh. Diba?
Po, kasi parang nagbabadya nga po na mag-lockdown ulit ang UK, pero hopefully not. But everything will go back to normal. Ayun po, meron po akong cake na nakita yung sa soundcheck po natin. So, I'm gonna call you on your video chat tayo, tapos papakita ko na lang yung video sa cam ko para makita kayo. So, I'll just move you po sa stream and then I'll call. Ayan, call po natin si Kuya Felix. Ayan. Ayan, dito muna tayo magkasambal yung camera natin. I don't know if we can be seen. Ayan. Ayan po si Mr. Felix Bayker. Medyo pahirapan po tayo ngayon kasi wala siyang camera kanina sa my stream. Ayun po yung cake niya kung nakikita ninyo. Ano po yung ginagawa nyo ngayon, kuya?
May order sa akin na volcano cake. So yung order na to, yung alaga nila puti, gagawin ko mamaya.
So volcano. Kaya pala nagtataka ako, ba't triangle?
Volcano cake. Tapos yung kapatid niya naman na maliit, gusto rin ng volcano cake. So kung ano ng volcano cupcake.
Ba't naman naisipang volcano?
Ha?
Ba't naisipang volcano?
Yun ang gusto ng bata kasi yung bata ang gusto niya is dinosaur cake.
Okay.
Nag-change yung mind niya, volcano cake na lang daw. So lalagyan ng dinosaur. So yung dinosaur mamaya ko din.
So bali po yung mga clients nyo hindi lang Filipinos, so multinational talaga.
Hindi lang, like last Wednesday, nag-deliver ako sa may Chelsea. 7-story yung bahay ng puti. Pero Pilipina yung nag-order, niregalo niya sa boss niya. Kasi natikman ng boss niya yung cake. Niregalo niya. So, hindi lang ako. Sa a month ago, meron taga-Caribbean na doon sa Lewisham Hospital, yung nurse, gusto niya yung ube cake. Caribbean siya, Caribbean. Nagustuhan niya yung ube cake. Niregalo naman ng Pilipinas sa kanya.
Wow. So ano po yung advices niyo sa mga bakers out there kung paano maging moist po yung cake? Kasi minsan po 'di ba dry?
Paano maging moist ang cake? So may mga recipes na meron siyang canola oil. So canola oil bibigay siya ng moist ng cake. Saka siyempre para moist siya, pag nag-try siya, minsan yung overheating sa oven. Yung oven hindi nakaset up sa proper na temperature. Kasi minsan kasi yung oven tinitake niya yung moisture ng cake pag hindi proper yung temperature sa oven. So yun din ang isa rin sa mga sa mga reason bakit nagtatry yung sponge.
I see. So may mga social medias po ba kayo kung ano yun, so that they could follow you doon sa social media ninyo? Saka may mga advices siguro kayo doon how to bake cakes?
Meron ako. So ngayon meron akong vlog. So meron akong YouTube channel, #Felix Bayker. So i-type nila po #Felix Bayker sa YouTube. May bagong upload ng paano paggawa ng moist sponge. Tapos paano paggawa ng ganache. Ganache po ito, yung dark one yan, ganache po yan. Tapos paano paggawa ng dark chocolate glaze. So meron pong bagong upload 3 days ago. Paano po paggawa ng glaze chocolate cake. So meron din ako doon ginawa na yung crepe. Yung crepe is yung manipis na pancake. So dito sa Europe, dahil sa France, sa tawag na crepe. Manipis. Sa Amerika, pancake. Kapal. Mas gusto ko yung crepe kasi mas light siya. Unlike nung pancake, mas heavy siya. Mas sugary yung pancake. Marami akong mga bagong upload doon. But since busy, maraming orders, so hindi ako makagawa ng mga bagong
video
tutorial.
Opo.
Sa preparation ko niyo kasi nagtuturo ako sa Philippine Embassy sa OWA. So siguro yung mga next module na gagawin ko is hub sa online ang hub yung face-to-face kasi sa embassy pag gumawa ako ng module is 3 to 4 Sundays. So 4 Sundays o 4 weeks. Tapos doon sa 4 weeks na yun, yung last day, yung assessment. So sila mismo gagawa ng mga case nila. Yung may assistance. So, yung recipe-wise, sa procedure, tinutulong ko sa kanila. Everything, walang agenda, pati yung mga tricks, mga technique. Tinutulong ko sa kanila. So marami na ako naturuan sa embassy, naka 5-6 years na ako dyan puro. through OWA.
Oh, so para pong is a free training for Filipinos.
Okay yun, okay. Ang kailangan lang ng OWA doon is pag-member ka lang sa kanila, pag-member ka, makaka-avail ka ng mga trainings. Maraming trainings doon, hindi lang baking. Meron silang yung paano paggupit, tapos din computer, tungkol sa business, and ano ba? Maraming training doon. Yung last na ginawa ko doon, gumawa din ako doon ng training about ice cream making. So, meron silang 4 na ice cream machine sa Philippine Embassy. Yan, para may share sa OFWs sa London, yung paano po sila i-prepare pag nag-order sa Pilipinas. Preparation din po sa kanila. Gusto nang magkaroon ng business sa Pilipinas.
So, bali, kontakin lang po nila yung Philippine Embassy or for them to...
Polo OWA London. Merong website sila ngayon sa Facebook page nila, Polo OWA London. So, may mga ina-update na sa mga messages yun, may sila pinupost doon. So, mag-leave lang ng comment doon. And mag-reply agad sa inyo yung mga Polo OWA officers sa Philippine Embassy. Mabait ko sila sa mga isituan ko sila to approach. Tutulungan na po kayo. Actually, nung panahon ng pandemic, namigay din sila. Nagbigay sila ng mga ayuda sa mga local na sa UK, hanggang sa as far as Midlands yata, nagbigay sila. Ang Polo OWA nandun.
Opo.
Namigay ng ayuda.
That's good po. So, ayun, pwede rin po kayong i-follow, di ba, sa Facebook ninyo? May Facebook din kayo. Is that your personal account?
Ng Facebook. So, nakuha yung Facebook ko is tungkol sa mga, yung mga customer ko na pumili ng mga cake, pinupost ko doon, tapos nagpapasalamat ako. Tapos mayroon din ako sa Instagram, yun yung mga ginagawa mga short 30 or 40 seconds, 40 seconds na video, tungkol sa mga ginawa kong cake. So, ang ginagawa ko, yung mga cake na ginagawa ng malaki, ginagawa ko siya ng maliit, mga pang takeaways. So, maraming bagay para magawa doon sa product. So, product-wise pa lang, product development, so mas marami ka na magagawa.
Ayan, that's good po. Thank you so much. Do you have any message to the frontliners out there?
Yes, salamat sa mga frontliners. Again, good job. Actually, noong October 12 at June 12, isa kami sa Kapatayan UK namigay ng mga pagkain para sa mga frontliners. So, 4 na spelling binigyan namin.
Yeah.
St. Mary's, binigyan namin niya. Royal Free, Chelsea and Westminster. Ako naman na-assign sa St. Thomas's. So, namigay din kami ng mga pagkain ko. So, again, salog sa mga Filipino frontliners kasi marami sa kanila naka-duty ng mga panahon ng ngayon pasama para sa mas save natin yung buhay ng mga pasyente. And thank you very much. And just keep safe and follow yung protocols na po. Please, safe tayong lahat.
Thank you po. And any advices po sa mga viewers po natin, especially po sa pagsunod ng mga patakaran ng gobyerno during this pandemic?
Again, sabi nga ng gobyerno, face covering. Tapos space, and space. So yung dalawa na yun, pag sinunod natin, safe na tayo. And again, social distancing, not more than 6. So pag sinunod natin yan, mas magiging safe po tayo. Hindi lang para sa atin, para po sa kasama natin, para po sa ibang tao, safe din po sila. Para po mas maging safe tayong lahat. So again, follow lang yung protocol. Face mask, space, saka po yung
social distancing. Ayan. Thank you so much, Mr. Felix Bayker. Kahit na po, ganito yung connection po natin eh. Meron pa rin po kayong na-share, especially po yung sa pag-debate ninyo, how to, saka po at least po nalaman po nila na may, I think you're an awarded baker din po dito sa UK, di po ba? May award po kayong na-receive before.
Meron din po, nung panahon na sumasama tayo ng mga competition, was siguro 15 years ago. Pag ngayon, I'd rather share na lang yun. Share ko na yung aking skills sa mga tao.
Opo.
Share.
Ayan. Thank you so much for joining us here in COVID Warriors Corner po. And salamat po. And continue your good job, your good work po. Especially for your sharing your knowledge sa baking po ninyo.
Yes, thank you, Lela. Thank you. Thank you sa pag-inviting and thank you sa support. And again, maraming salamat at naging aware ang mga kapwa ng Pilipino sa UK sa mga ginagawa natin dito. Again, more power and thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless po.
Yeah, bye.
Bye po. Ayan po. Bye. Ayan po. Ayan, si Mr. Felix Bayker. Medyo po nagkaroon po ng problema yung connection. Nung una po, wala po siyang mic and then may camera and then now po walang camera pero may mic naman siya. I guess so, hindi na po yung isang guest ko po is from USA. I think hindi po siya nagising. So hopefully we're gonna speak to him and we're gonna have him next time on our interview. And thank you again guys for joining us, sa lahat po nag-join sa akin, and thank you to our guest Mr. Jethro, Alone Star Sheeran, the cousin of Ed Sheeran. So support niyo po yung song nila, Raise Them Up. It's 10% sa kita po nila is mapupunta po sa of course sa frontliners. And we have our teacher from the Philippines, Ma'am Meriam Laudencia, and kanina lang po yung chef bake pastry chef po natin si Mr. Felix Bayker. Ayan po. So guys, ayan po yung pasasalamatan ko ulit po yung naging guest ko last Friday. Si of course Mr. Glenn Bonifacio ng Formula 1, we have Sydney Shepherd, TV and the radio announcer based in UK. And of course, Mayor Alfred Ortega of San Fernando City, La Union. Maraming salamat po sa pagsuporta ninyo sa COVID Warriors. And next Friday po, wala pa po akong guest. Pero hopefully mag-oo na po yung mga guest ko for next Friday. And I have a special guest on the 25th of September, guys. Abangan nyo, nag-oo na po sa akin. Abangan nyo po si Mitoy, Michael, Yonting. Yan. September 25 po yan. Abangan nyo dito sa COVID Warriors, dito sa Let's Talk with Ela Hidalgo. And of course, tomorrow, guys, please do support your Joker Diva and Catherine Alberto. And on Sunday, Chef Micaela and DJ Fresconanan of Pisa, Italy. So thank you so much. And as I always say, guys, please stay safe, be a frontliner, wear your mask, social distancing, and of course, dasal-dasal lang po tayo na mawala na po tong COVID na to. God bless everyone and have a lovely weekend. Bye.